feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride no wave.
Right after we went to sleep, Kanye West tweeted at us, all right? And he tweeted at us in response to the video that we had about his cousin. Let's actually play the video and like my comments about whatever we said about him and his cousin, right? Now, he had a song called Cousins. On that particular song, he was talking about him having some incestual relationship with his cousin. And hold on 1 second. I'll tell you what I said. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. It's Ye. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. And yeah, we're going to get to what he said and then what happened afterwards. And I'll give you the latest update on what Ye got going on. And I sucked my cousin's cock till I was 14. Tweet sent. This shit is wild, chat. Now, this is so much information to unpack. So apparently, we don't know how old he was. This one, did he say? He said he only talks about the boy's age when it started. The boy was 6. And he says he continued the act until he was 14, which would be 8 years. No, not 8. Oh my God, he wasn't 6. We don't know how old he was. Do we know? Now, apparently the song gives more context. I'm going to try to play it. It might be already copywritten though. Let's try. Wait, hold on. I can't play the video. If I play the video, there's nudity. I can't play the video, so I'm gonna go black screen. I'm gonna go black screen. Give me a second. You'll be able to hear the song though, but the video I believe has nudity. We don't gotta get back to this. So essentially, we covered the topic, and what Ye said, Ye actually retweeted me, and he says, what do you have to say about the situation with my kids? Now, I'm sleeping like a baby. You know what I realized? Ye actually believes Akademiks TV is me tweeting. That's not me. I mean, that's still gang, and that's still within our ecosphere. And, I mean, if something I don't agree with, like, crazy on the page, or like, you know, like for example, like say Cardi B hit me about something and I think it was just taken out of context or not true, like I'll take it out myself, but it's my chat niggas that's running that shit, you get what I'm saying? But I think Ye thinks this is me, because later on, and Grand told me this, I was sleeping. Grand was like, I think you're sleeping right now, which I was. And he's like, yo, I put some shit up on the page with Kanye later even retweeted. Is it still there? He retweeted it. Where is it? No. Oh, maybe he unretweeted. I don't know. But he had retweeted something we said, and he said, thank you so much for this. And essentially he was, he basically was complimenting me later on. Let me see. For the record, chat, DJ Akademiks TV on Instagram, that's like, whatever. Just think whatever y'all want. Like, I think, y'all know what it is, but fuck it. You know what I mean? It's still a brand account, right? So Ye had retweeted us afterwards, and this is where, you know what I mean, my man Grand always holding it down. Grand, you ain't posted shit? You should have posted. So Ye was like, thank you so much for this. So basically he was happy that we did put up some stuff about, you know, the supposed unfair treatment that he's having for, you know, not being able to parent his kids. Now, some of the stuff he did say was, I need a plan to exercise my rights with my kids. I figured out a lot of things, but I haven't figured out this. And he says the day Kobe died, we all went to Kylie's house, and they're standing next to the couch in front of the living room, where a vintage Playboy magazine was strategically placed within arm's reach of every child that was in the house, which was every half black baby. Y'all know what that is, why that is, and who's behind that. The Cousin song triggers that memory. Me as a dad, I wanted to change that for my kids. He also says, I don't need to just see my kids. I need to raise them. I'm a good dad. I'm a great father to have. I haven't seen them this year. Okay? He also said, as a dad, I didn't love this. 11 years old with makeup. And he's talking about his daughter, North. Then he says, hold on, sorry. He says, I have to suppress. Hold on. Oh, my God. He's like, I have to suppress the fact that my kids have been taken from me. And everyone just watches. The thing that made my kids' situation so hard is that my lawyers are Jewish. He says, I have 2 Jewish employees that are amazing and brilliant and honest. For my kids, I need the right lawyer. I was told by a Jewish lawyer that I would not be able to see my kids if I was anti-Semitic, and he was right. For now, God is on my side. Okay. He continued by saying, it feels weird because someone says, yo, you feel that way because of what you went through. It'll always be like that. You don't want to hurt anyone to hurt your babies. Look at your babies. I get it. The world gets it. He says, it feels weird to have people on my side. I feel like I've been fighting by myself for too damn long. He also said, I am king. I will change everything. Then he showed love to A$AP Ferg and whatever. Now, I think that's it. Let me see. Okay. Yo, here's my thing. And by the way, shout out to Ye. I won't even clear it up in terms of, grand. Show Ye some love on that page. But I'll say this. Ye, I am one of the people who are empathetic to your struggle with being able to see your kids and raise your kids. Now, the only thing we could say is that, and I do want to say this, like, Ye, I'm trying to have, and I try to do it while we were doing the interview. We got to have a respectful conversation as men, especially when it comes to your kids, because no one's going to be able to save you or save your kids from someone who either has legal guardianship or the custody of them kids. You got to go to court, my guy. We want to see you around your kid. I don't think you're a horrible person that your kids shouldn't be around you. I see the love you have with North. I see how much you care about your sons. I see how that matters to you. But you staying on Twitter, you being in Japan even, like, I don't think Kim K is going to have her kids go to Japan to go be with their father. I think you're going to have to, and you're learning what co-parenting is. You're going to have to figure out a way how to get through this because a lot of other people have. And that's what I do have to say to Ye. You know, certain things during your career, you were of a one of one and you were the first to figure out. So, like, we had that empathy of, what I'm trying to say is that you're not the first to have a baby mama, have custody issues, or have issues of, I'm trying to raise my kid like this. You're going to have to get through it, my guy. You're going to have to learn to adapt. You're going to have to learn to figure out all this to get your intended result, which is if it's really to be able to raise your kids, you got to figure that out. So, yeah. Yo, Ye, we want you to go be a father to your kids, but you're in Japan. You're in Japan. You also got to think about some of the byproducts of your actions. Like, while you may have went through trauma as a child, are you not trying to protect your kids from going through maybe the same trauma or even any associated trauma? We have to have these type of conversations. And I don't know if particularly Kanye wants to hear that, because even when I would mention accountability, like, yo, you pick Kim. Felt like he was starting to say other things and kind of like just switching the topic. Which, again, if you're this upset about all of this, and you got to take some accountability. Honestly, you have to. Somebody said part 2 in Japan. You're probably gonna get part 2 somewhere, but we'll figure it out. My whole point is to tell Ye, like, yo, there is remedies. You're not the first to be a single baby father. There's remedies to it. The remedy almost is never have these guys you fuck with go grovel at the feet of these other people to try to get you good. That's just not a winning strategy, right? Okay. Now, chat, I ain't gonna lie, man.